Hey everybody, I'm the Ranting Monkey, and today is the day we're going to do the Q&A for my 1-year YouTube anniversary. And joining me is the lovely Lady Monkey to ask me all of your questions. Say hi, Lady Monkey.
Hi, Lady Monkey.
How are you doing, darling?
I am good. How are you?
I am wonderful, wonderful. We have questions. I hear.
We do. And I will apologize now. I did not think to put them in order, but I have the questions.
Okay, do we know who asked them?
We do.
Okay. Was there anything you wanted to talk about before we jump into this?
No, we'll just kind of wing it.
Okay. Doesn't she have a lovely voice, guys? I love her voice. Go ahead whenever you're ready with the first question.
Okay. Our first question comes to us from Scotch. He would like to know, and this is an interesting one, what was our wedding song?
We didn't have a wedding song.
Good answer. We did not.
We got married down at the courthouse, and it was a very informal thing. My uncle and my aunt and uncle were our witnesses, and afterwards, did we go to McDonald's, I think?
We did because we had our daughter, and she was just little, so we went up there and got her a Happy Meal. And then we went home and watched movies, just the three of us.
Yeah, we were young and poor, so we did it the cheap way.
Mm-hmm.
But let there be a lesson, folks. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
Nope, it truly is the meaning of the day. And I don't know, I enjoyed our wedding because it wasn't stressful at all. I think the most stressful thing was when we found out we had to have witnesses, and we were kind of like, oh, well, we didn't plan for that.
We're asked in chat how old we are. I'm 42.
I am
Lady
43.
Monkey. I wasn't going to say your age because you're not supposed to ask a lady her age.
Why am I old?
Not at all, babe.
Okay. I'll say, because I'll hang up on you right now.
Fresh as the day I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's next?
All right. This one comes to us from that lovable little badger called Minding Freedom.
Oh.
How does it feel to be married to such an amazing woman?
It's unbelievable. It's hard to describe because I've said this before, and I know people think I'm just sucking up to you, but I'm married so far out of my league. I am the beneficiary of your low standards. And I wake up every day just so happy that you have those low standards. This is a true story, guys. I will sit there for just hours staring at her in her sleep going, why is she with me? She could do so much better.
That is creepy.
You think it's creepy. I just enjoy staring at that pretty face of yours.
Well, sometimes I think you're a saint for putting up with me.
Well, you have your moments, don't get me wrong, but yeah, you could have done so much better than me.
Okay. Next question comes from still the MIA, Peterbilt Nation 379. Has anybody seen Peter lately since the hurricane?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Okay, so we'll have to keep our eye out for him. Hope he's doing good down there in Florida. So Peter asks, has Monkey ever tongue buttered that turtle cave?
Fuck no.
Thank you.
I am not.
Please don't try.
I am not a butt licker. I'm just not.
No.
It's weird. And yes, I'm judging you if you do it. And it doesn't mean you can't do it, but I am judging you.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand at all. So I don't know. I mean, if people want to be happy and they enjoy it, that's their thing and they can. But I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Crazy Opinion wants to know, says you're a 10, so what's Monkey? What am I?
I don't think I'm a 10. I would say, honestly, and here's where I offend you and the divorce comes up. I would say you're an 8.
I can live with 8.
Okay, I was going to say, is that okay?
I'm really cute, but I'm also funny and charming, so I make up for anything. Since I don't have those movie star great looks, I have movie star good looks with humor. Go ahead.
Well, if we put in the fact that your nipples are under your armpits, that might bump you to a 7.
My ipples, fuck.
Your ipples.
My ipples are not under my armpits.
They might as well be. They're close enough. You have one good sneeze, and those little motherfuckers are going to move.
My nipples are where they're supposed to be. Did y'all hear
Yeah.
my wife just drop motherfucker?
Oh,
I
I'm
think I've been a bad
sorry.
influence.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just bypass that so nobody will pay attention to the fact that I said that. This is by Joys of Garbage, although I'm pretty sure it goes by Joys of Sorrow on Twitter or on YouTube. How high has Monkey ever been?
Oh wow. Uh, Thank you, Serenity Lotus. Happy nipple anniversary. Rub the monkey butt. Can't stay much longer. Heading to the movies. Have a great stream. Oh, enjoy the movie. I hope you see something interesting and fun.
Thank you, Serenity. Don't watch anything scary.
The highest I've ever been was the last time I tried the marijuana. Um, hadn't done it since I was a teen. Did it later in life and got so fucked up. I actually said the words out loud. I want the ride to stop. And then I vomited all over the place and fell asleep for about 12 hours. Now, if you're talking the most fun I've been like legally high, oh God, probably the time that I had to go get they were doing a some medical thing. Oh, they were sticking a needle into my elbow. And the last that time they had done it, it hurt me so bad. The doctor actually apologized to me for how much pain he put me in, and he's lucky he didn't get punched. So the next time they wanted me to take a Vicodin first, and Vicodin knocks me out normally, but I had to take this and then stay awake so I could get into the doctor's office. And I was so fucked up. I don't even remember most of the trip, but I know I had a good time.
I think as the person who drove you to many of these procedures, there's been several times where you were a little happier than maybe you should have.
Oh, when the first time they gave me the Xanax for the MRI, I was pretty fucked up that day too.
And you were really loud in that hospital waiting room. That was a hoot.
I was okay with that. I knew how loud I was being. I was enjoying myself.
I was not enjoying yourself at that time. That was one of the few times I've been embarrassed by you.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. One of the few times. Did y'all hear that? Few? That is such bullshit. She's embarrassed by me a lot.
Monkey, shut up. Okay, so we have a chat question.
Sure.
Let's go with Dean PD. Ranting Monkey, if I woke and you were staring at me and said you were doing it for hours, that would be creepy. Oh, that wasn't a question. I'm sorry. I just threw that in there. So we'll go to the next one.
That's
Communist in
not creepy.
space. It's creepy. It's creepy.
Before you get to your question, Sir Adamantine, thank you so much. You two are adorable. Love you both. Oh, thank you. Love you back.
Aw, thank you, kind sir. Okay, so Communist in Space asks, if Monkey was a historical communist revolutionary, which one would he be?
Oh, I would probably be like Stalin because I'd have to kill everybody that disagreed with me at that point.
Okay. All right. Doubting Tommy says I sound like Rose from Golden Girls. Which one's Rose?
Betty White.
Was she the... Oh, okay. Well, that's okay, because I like Rose. Okay, so next question comes from Unsane Vegan. So, Monkey, who's your favorite YouTube vegan?
Oh, nothing personal. One ton hammer. And for one very, very specific reason. He was the first one that I argued with that I actually had. No, that's not. I'm thinking MGTOW, not vegan. Whoops. Sorry, one ton.
I was going to say, I didn't think
Oh,
Hammer
MGTOW
was a
or
vegan.
vegan. Oh.
Well, it was asked by Unsane Vegan, so maybe that could be a hint.
Well, I love Unsane Vegan. Don't get me wrong. Unsane Vegan has been very honest about how they feel about veganism and the things I've said about it without being a dick about it. Very much the reason I like One Ton Hammers and MGTOW. And I do apologize for that freak or for that mess up. I'm blaming the medicines again. God, but otherwise, yeah, we'll just go with Unsane because that's the one I can think of. Because like I know Blair White is a vegan, and I like Blair White, but she can get so bitchy, and not necessarily in a good way. So yeah, I've never seen Unsane do that. So yeah.
Okay. And then Jacob Navarro in chat would like to know if you would ever do a face reveal, Monkey.
I would. I'm getting more ready to do it. At this point, I think the hardest part is convincing Lady Monkey it's okay to do. Real quick, people are asking about the bounty. The bounty is not on for this because we have to be in separate rooms, so we're not getting an echo.
Yeah, sorry guys.
But yeah, I would do a face reveal. It's something I've thought about. I I'd really like to do vlog style videos. That's not all I want to do. I still love my response videos, and my plan would be for um, vlog style videos and streams would be face reveal most of the time, and response videos would still be my monkey because I love my monkey.
I think I've gotten okay with the idea of you doing a face reveal. I don't know that I want to be on camera, but I'm not really I'm not really. I'm not at all a YouTube creator, so I don't think there would be like a need for me to do that. Maybe like putting a picture of me on Twitter, I would do, but not necessarily a face reveal on YouTube because I don't do YouTube.
Communist in Space wants to know what our song is.
What is our song, Monkey?
Our song. Well, which one? Which one are we going for here?
Which one? What the heck?
No,
There's
there's
the
two.
first one we danced to. Okay, you're thinking of
Oh,
the first one we danced to, but then our actual song.
oh, thank you. See, though, you would get mad at me if I didn't bring that one up. The first song we ever danced to was "Save the Best for Last" by
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa Williams, which is a very pretty
Yep.
song, and I actually love that song anyway. But it was so nice. She was snuggled up to me, and we were at a junior prom. We were both sophomores, and we were both dating juniors, and her date was a piece of work. Wouldn't dance
Oh
with
my
her,
God.
so I went and danced with her, and that's the song we danced to. And I don't know how she didn't hear my heart beating out of my chest because I'm not gonna lie, guys, she gave me a chubby as we were dancing. Um, our song is "Secret Lovers" by Atlantic
It
Star.
is. But don't tell that story because we're going to get there.
Okay.
Yes, and Ben Massa brings up a good point. You get extra bonus points for knowing that there were two songs. Oh, I know a fat guy. Thank you. Is there a story behind Your Life Makes Me Sad?
Kind of, sort of. It's a play on a line from Friends. I love Chandler on Friends, and there's a scene where Ross is talking about how great it was that they had mini muffins at his work one day, and it was the best day ever. And Chandler looks at him and goes, "Your job makes me sad." And when I was doing the video on free bleeding, this woman is talking about how excited she is that this is going to happen, and my mind took Chandler's words and just changed it to "Your life makes me sad," and that's where it came from.
Okay. And now, just because chat wants to know, go ahead and let's talk about how you and I became a thing and how we met. But leave out the part where I was stalking you because that makes it sound creepy.
You were stalking me?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. We met.
Remember the day where you ruined my shoes?
I didn't ruin your shoes, for fuck's sake.
That was a bit of stalking.
Okay, let's start with how we met. I was leaving the school with my girlfriend, and the hallway we were taking to leave the school went past the band room where Lady Monkey was walking out, and my girlfriend at the time introduced us. And neither one of us really paid attention to the other. I still remember what she looked like. I still remember seeing her, but it wasn't like I was immediately smitten. And I know that's not what people want to hear with romance, but it isn't. It wasn't until I actually got to know her. I know how gay is that? I had to get to know her. But we started eating lunch together, and she has the most gorgeous eyes, and I would just sit there and stare into them. I don't know how my girlfriend never fucking picked up on this. But we started dating when I was still dating somebody else, hence our song.
Yep.
And
for a while, so that way people would not suspect it, I started dating somebody that was awful. Thank goodness we never kissed or anything because this guy was awful. And Monkey can
Condom
attest to
Boy,
that.
for those of you who know the story, that's Condom Boy.
Oh God, yes.
When we went to that dance, me and him got ready together, got our tuxes, and then we went and picked up the girls. And we actually had to go back to his house, and we go inside. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He goes over to this giant fucking cookie jar and just whips out a whole line of condoms and shoves the whole thing in his pocket. He had like 6 of them. I'm like, really? You think you're going to get that lucky tonight? I mean, even as a teenage boy, come on. But yeah, How many of those did he get to use?
None. I had to. So we went back to your house, and I don't know where you and your girlfriend went off to, but anyway, so it ended up like Monkey just bails on me at this point. And at this point, we had
Wait.
not started seeing each other.
Yeah, so that's not me bailing on you. We weren't an item yet.
We were friends, and you could have a friend's back. I mean, you knew his intent with me, and you left me with him in your room.
I
Whereupon
thought that's
I
what.
spent the
Wait.
next 3 hours until it was my curfew pretending to be asleep on your bed. So that way, hopefully, he wouldn't turn into a rapist and try to do anything. And I was going to have to assault the perfectly nice guy who was just
Okay,
boring.
with the confidence he pulled those condoms out, I thought you were on board.
No, no,
Um, Anyone who shows
no.
you the condoms is the type of guy who never uses them. Good point, Ben. I don't know why he was showing me
Amen.
his condoms.
I, I don't know.
I think he
Like he
wanted to
was
impress me. Okay, what other questions do we have?
okay. From Benihana, we have who wears the pants in the relationship.
Okay. Truthfully, it depends. Um, Lady Monkey
Mhm.
is a lot more. What's the word I want to use here? Not get in trouble. Lady Monkey's a lot more uptight than I am. She's actually gotten mad at me because of how relaxed I am in life, and she's
Fair
told me
enough.
this.
Yep.
She's told me that it bothers her how relaxed I am. So when it comes to making sure things get done, not only does she have to remind me, she pretty much has to. I don't want to use the word mommy, but she has to mommy me, make me do it. Um, when it comes, time for somebody is how do I want to put this part? I am proudly pussy whipped, but I am not to the point where she can just push me around for the fun of it. I have limits where I will like, no, fuck that, we're done. Fair enough. Did I state that okay?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I mean, I am. I don't know. I just have. I do admit I am sometimes a little too pushy and like I don't know. I get things. I'm much like my father. I get things in my head the way they should be, and that's how they're going to be. And I have a hard time settling for them not being that way. So I do have a tendency to get worked up. So I think you're a great balance to me, and I think I'm a good balance for you too. Because otherwise, I think you would probably
I would
never change your underwear.
I would be living in a dump with cockroaches
Yeah,
crawling across me. Terry Diamante says
yeah.
monkeys walking on so many eggshells. I actually don't have to worry too much about offending her. She's laid back. She's calmed.
Yeah, and after all these years, I mean, you do still shock me with some of the things you say, but I don't think they
How is
really
that possible?
offend me. I don't know. I guess that's my naive side, is that
Yeah, it's funny when she
I
goes,
don't
"I
know how.
can't believe you said that." And I'm like, "You've been married to me for 24 years."
Yeah.
Um, Arcani wants to know who said "I love you" first.
Oh gosh. It was
Oh, you know
you, I'm
this.
pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, you know. Oh,
It
you
was
forgot.
no, it
Oh,
was you, wasn't it?
I'm
On the
offended.
phone?
It was me. Yes. But
I
see, you're
just said it
guessing.
was you. Why are
You're
you
guessing. No,
offended?
no, no, no. You're guessing. You didn't know that. You're like, oh, I think it might have been you.
Well, I was pretty sure it was you.
Yes, it was me. And this is, I'm going to recreate what happened. Okay. I said,
Oh
I
my
love you.
god.
Wait. I love
Okay.
you.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. I said, I love you. And there's dead silence.
I couldn't catch my breath. And I think that wasn't that the night that we first talked on the phone for like hours on end and your girlfriend's sister was spending the night at my house and she was asleep in my room next to where I was on the phone with you.
Yeah.
So with your girlfriend's best or your girlfriend's sister, you just want me to say that back? Like and I couldn't hardly breathe because I couldn't believe it was happening.
Um, but now you can understand that I am just the kind of person who says what I think, right?
True. I agree with Terry DeMontes also. If you're better at remembering something than me, I am in trouble.
No, these days, yes, absolutely. But we've always had this issue in our. I envy Lady Monkey in many ways because she will watch a movie and completely forget that she even saw it like 2, 3 years later, and actually tell me with a straight face, I've never seen that. Like we watched it together for fuck's sake. Um, she there's a lot of things she doesn't like retain, where I used to remember every fucking thing.
Yeah, true. Oh, Jesse just asks, what was the first movie we saw as a couple?
Oh wow. JFK.
It was. Yep. We were teenagers and we went to the mall and saw it. Yep.
Yep.
You're right.
Because it was funny. Lady Monkey used to make comments about how I knew everybody, and so we actually went to the next town over and saw it there. And sure enough, somebody there knew me. She's like, "You know people everywhere." I'm like, yeah, I do. It's SDA says don't tell anyone, but they're cute. Aw.
Mm.
Oh shit! I just told
Yep.
everyone.
Because I think when we went to see that movie, like, I think you were still dating your girlfriend. Like,
I was, yes.
okay. Yeah.
And why did we go see
Yeah.
JFK? Because I've loved politics ever since I was young, and it was an interesting story, and I wanted to see it. So I made her go.
True. But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Okay. Next question is asked by our favorite lovable old scribe. How can I learn to be as cool as Monkey?
Oh, this isn't learned. This is born.
Yeah, that question almost made me gag, scribe.
No, this is a true story. You just well, you've met my foster sister one other time, but she came up and visited maybe a year ago now. It was the first time she ever met my children, and my foster sister has known me since I was 4, and she started telling them these stories about how I've been like this, literally like this, since then. Everything you see about me, this happened at birth. Next question.
Okay, the next one. Hold on, I gotta read my question. Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought it's asking about a story. I was making sure it wasn't one we already told. So this is by Midnight in Exile. He says, story time. How did Monkey begin his relationship with the internet, and what incited him to start making content for vids?
I've always loved computers, and as soon as I could get my first internet ready computer, which was God way back in the 90s, jumped online, and my first experience with the internet was my brother had a computer, and we went to his house, and he jumped onto a Yahoo chat room, and it was the first time I saw one, and I was like, this is both awesome and horrifying. And the reason Yahoo chat rooms in those days especially were such a horrifying thing is you could be anybody. You could sit in a chat room and listen anonymously to people's conversations, just read what they're saying, and then become their perfect person. And I found that both fascinating and horrifying. I don't know any other way to put it. And from there, it mostly my online love, I guess, grew out of video games. I love the interaction of online multiplayer video games. And from there, of course, I jumped to Facebook, where I used to post all the time just to make people laugh. And I used to write a blog. And when all this happened with my neck, I couldn't do it anymore. Typing it's painful. So I stopped writing my blog, and I was looking for something to do, bored out of my mind night after night. And I started watching YouTube. And one day I came across, I don't remember who it was first, but they're both about the same. I saw Undoomed and Bearing. And while I loved writing my blog, I did it for over 10 years. It never had a big audience because most of the people reading it were really, really nice women. And I watched Undoomed and Bearing, and I'm like, this is where my sense of humor belongs. So I said, and I was like, editing a video has to be so much easier on me manually than fucking typing. And it is. There's other challenges from it, but I just realized that I was I'd be much more at home here than I was writing, and it was less physically challenging for me.
Okay. How long did it take you to build up the nerve or urge or desire to make your first video?
The urge to do it as soon as I realized, probably the third video between whichever one of those it was I was watching, is like, I'm going to do this. Um, I am at heart shy. I was a very shy child. Um, but I'm also, it's an enigma. I'm both shy and need to be the center of attention. So the want to do it, the want to put myself out there and go, look how funny I am, uh, was pretty immediate. Getting over sharing my voice, sharing your voice is a really hard thing to do. And I say this as somebody who really loves their voice, but putting your voice out there. And if you go back and listen to that first video, fuck, that was horrible. But that took a while. It probably took me a month before I actually put out my first video.
Which video of yours is your favorite?
Oh God. Probably the 5 tips that can save your life, because it's just silly. It's fucking silly. And I enjoyed the silly.
It is, and you mentioned several times that you were going to do another one, and still nothing.
I will
Why
do
is that?
something like it. There's a lot of things I want to do. I get ideas, and part of it is losing the motivation, and part of it is just not having the time. I've talked many times about making videos on how I do make videos, and I've only ever done one of those. I still want to. It's just when it comes down to what do I think my audience would want to watch more, a video of me telling somebody that they're a fucking window licker, talking about how great their boobies are, something like that, or a dry retelling of how I edit a video. I just think more people are interested in the former than the latter. Doesn't mean I don't want to make it. It's just I have to choose my battles.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have a few more questions, and then we'll take some questions from chat again. Um, what's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh God. I used to. My mom would sit on the couch, and I would push myself up against her and lay with my head on her chest. And I used to do it all the time. And she'd be talking to somebody, and I could hear her voice through her chest. And just those moments, those are my favorite moments.
Oh, that was nice. Um, okay, from Rational Thought, here's one that might be a shit starter, so I'm sure Monkey will avoid it. Uh, favorite and least favorite YouTuber. Let's do least favorite and try to be nice.
I picking a least favorite is very hard because one, I don't know everybody. Least favorite of the people that I do that I have watched. Sorry, Joy Sparkle. Yes, uh, her content drives me
Mm.
insane.
She's interesting, like in watching a train wreck, but yeah, it's hard to watch her. She's interesting.
My problem with her is she tells verifiable lies, and there's no reason to. I mean, she went on Andy Worski's stream, and Andy was asking her about, why are you posting 9 videos a day about Daddy of Five, and her answer was that she was new to YouTube. She didn't know how to do it. She didn't
Mm.
know. She just kind of was stumbling her way through. Well, in a recent video, when she came out to tell everybody what happened during Daddy O Five, she tells us that the reason that she was doing that is because Rose's lawyer, Rose was the mom of Emma and Cody, Rose's lawyer, Tim, told her to do it, and because she's a journalist. Like those two things don't go together. Either you were making a conscious decision or you were just stumbling through. So it's a lie that didn't need to be told. And those lies are the ones that piss me off the most.
Okay. Now, favorite YouTuber, and you can pick
Bearing,
one. Okay.
Bearing.
Oh, really?
I love Bearing. And not just his content. Bearing is probably the nicest guy I've met online. And I've said that about so many people that they're really nice. Like last night, I was talking about how nice Andy Worski is. Andy really is a nice guy.
Mm.
Bearing had no reason to give me a shout out when he first did. And I've seen him do that for so many people. And he never asked for anything in return. I asked him if I could use his music for my opening. If you guys like that opening 3 chords you hear there, that's Bearing. And when I asked him, he's like, sure. I had to ask him if he wanted me to link to anything. His answer was just sure. because he's a genuinely nice guy, but he's also very funny, and yeah, he can tear somebody apart. But yeah, I love Barry.
Okay. He does seem like a nice guy. It's odd that I don't know, you kind of just make assumptions about people and you think, gosh, he's got all those subscribers and but then you listen to him and it's like, huh, he is kind of a nice guy and just
Well,
seems normal.
a lot of people get upset with big creators who don't respond to them, and Bering is one of those because uh, yeah, I don't know how the guy even finds messages from people he does know, but if you message Bering, there's a good chance you will never hear from him. And it's not him being mean; it's just he gets that much attention from or that many people who want his attention, and he still
Hmm.
takes the time to at least try. And he doesn't have to. There's no reason for him to do it at this point, other than he is a nice guy who enjoys it.
True. Good point. Okay. Couple more questions here. What was your favorite vacation you ever went on?
Oh, when we went to Virginia a few years back. Well, God, that's more than a few years now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We took the kids down there and showed them an ocean for the first time. And having grown up around the ocean and loving it, one of the things that I was most excited to see was how my children would react to the taste of salt water. Um, we 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 live in Michigan, and there's a lot of lakes around here, but none of them are saltwater, or at least none of the ones I've been to. I don't know if there's any saltwater ones here or not. Huh. But there's a distinctive taste to the ocean, and they hated it. But it was great. I enjoyed taking them back to where I used to roam.
Okay. Favorite Spice Girl?
Oh, Posh. I
Really?
don't care about their singing. I just thought she was the hottest. And then
Okay.
she lost like 40 pounds when she was already way too skinny and just became but anyhow.
Last question I have for you is what is your dream vacation?
Ooh, dream vacation. Um, I'd like to go to the land of female nymphomaniac lesbian midgets.
Why should I have even asked that?
You should know that. If you want a real answer, I would love to I would love to go to Europe, but not many places in Europe. I'd like to see England. I'd like to see Ireland. And I'd like a month to do it, not just a week, but a time to go over and actually like get into the small towns and see what small towns are like across the world,
Okay,
but
fair enough.
only in very limited spaces.
Okay, and chat, here's your time to ask Monkey some questions. Lucky7 wants to know when you're going to do the Walmart stream.
Um, I don't know. I will do it soon. And I know I keep saying that. I played Blizzard games for too long, so soon has a very wide meaning to me. Maybe next week I have another stream with Scribe. It'll probably end up being a Saturday sometime within the next couple of weeks. How about that?
Okay. And just for everybody, when Monkey says soon, he does not mean what normal people think soon is. It could be anywhere within the next year.
That's not true. It could be 2 years.
Okay, that's yeah, I shouldn't limit you like that. I apologize. Okay, and Faith in chat would like, oh, it's for me. Do you get jealous when Monkey comments on or admires other women? I don't. When Monkey makes comments about other women, I don't get upset and it doesn't bother me. It does bother me when women comment about him, though. I don't know. I guess I'm jealous
You're not
just
jealous. No, 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 no. That's
towards his attention.
protective. That's back
Okay,
up off my
protective.
shit.
That's true. Yeah, but you can look. But I prefer if others don't look at you. Um,
I don't care either way. You can ask Lady Monkey. I told her she'd like Pat because I knew she would. Your boy Pat. When I saw him the first time, like, oh, Lady Monkey will like this,
yeah, you know my taste.
which is odd because I look nothing like Pat. That's why I'm only
Uh,
an 8.
I do enjoy when Pat's on the stream.
He's a beautiful man. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh,
Captain
okay.
Assassin wants to know my most painful childhood memory or injury, not memory. Whoa, those are two different things. Um, oh, Probably when I took all the skin off the backside of my right thigh. Might have been my left thigh. I forget. It's been so many years. Skateboarding down Mount Trashmore. Everybody was doing it standing up, and I thought, oh, I'll do it sitting down, which actually is much more dangerous for some reason. I don't know the physics, but I fell off and kept sliding. And where I was at was actually dirt, and I was in shorts, and it took the skin off my leg from the bottom of my ass all the way down to my knee. That hurt like fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Lycan would like to know, Ranting Monkey, were you a Commodore or Apple guy back in the day? Back in the day.
I never had a well, yeah, we did have a Commodore, but I when the whole Apple PC debate popped up, I'm a PC guy. I think I think what Steve Jobs did with he almost ruined Apple with the whole Macintosh thing and trying to make Apple its own thing where there's no there's no way to interchange parts. Uh, let's just say it's lucky hipsters came around because it's annoying when the whole industry's gone one way and these special little snowflakes have to go the other. I still hold a little bit of a animosity towards Apple over that because there's no reason to fucking do it.
Okay. Amberlyn Wilson would like to know, how old were we when we had our first kid?
I was God, I gotta do the math.
You were 17.
Yes, I was
And
17.
I had just turned 18.
Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I was 18.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No.
I was
I wasn't 19.
I was born in 75. The child was
Mm-hmm.
born in 90. Oh, no, I'm thinking 93. It was 92. 93
Mm-hmm.
is the year we were married. Sorry. Yeah, I was 17.
If everybody could just note this, that I was correct.
Yeah, the cripple on medicine got confused by a year.
Oh my God, I'm gonna smack a cripple. You'll be fine. Yeah, we had our kids very early. 18, 20, and 22.
Yep.
Okay. G. Brunert B. Do you all believe weather modification should be ceased? I
You're
don't
talking
even
about
know.
conspiracy theory stuff? No, I don't even believe it's that real of a thing. But I very much enjoy my air conditioning, which is weather modification within my house.
Oh gosh. Okay. Next question. Jack Cochran asks, if Lady Monkey was going to murder you, how would she do it, and could she get away with it?
She would stab me in my sleep, and no, because she wouldn't take the time to plan it. She would just she would fly off the handle. She's a little fireball.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of that Forensic Files show because it's super interesting. I could
Yes,
possibly get away with it, but they also say that every time somebody thinks they can get away with it, they leave like a lot of evidence, so I probably would not. And then I would cry and they would all know. Plus, I can't really lie well, so I would end up confessing anyway.
what else we got here? Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What was your first petty argument? Oh God, we've had so many. The
we
first
have had a
argument
lot of petty arguments.
the first argument I remember was her shoes. She alluded to this the earlier. I used to skip school a lot, and
A
I was supposed to go
lot,
to
a lot, a
I was
lot.
supposed to go to school that day, and I didn't. And she was going to come to my
Wait,
house
wait,
afterwards.
wait,
What? What?
wait. Let's slow down. Why were you supposed to go to school that day?
So I could walk you to my house afterwards.
Yes.
You walked to my house anyway, right?
Shut up, I did.
So you really didn't need me for that part.
I did because it was rainy out, and the way we took, you knew we had to walk through like
Wait,
the little. woody area. Oh, go ahead.
What would have changed with me being there other than my feet getting wet too?
You could have carried me.
I could have, but yeah, I probably would have. But anyway, she gets mad at me. And instead of just going to her house because it's rainy and I didn't show up, she instead walks to my house, ruining her shoes, which I get blamed for. And we spend the next, God, 3 or 4 hours with her just yelling at me over it. And me going, I didn't tell you you had to come. Um,
Well, had you not
it
just
was,
been an ass and said, you know what, you're right. I should have been at school like I told you I was going to.
if you guys haven't noticed, Lady Monkey gets over things really easy too.
No, I'm so upset about those. I loved those shoes. And that's how many years ago? And I still can't find another pair like that.
God, we were 16 at the time. Yeah, it's a long
Yeah,
time ago.
so it's a long time. They made just those one pairs of shoes and they were my favorite. I'll be okay.
Have we ever broken up and separated? Not since we've been married. We broke up for like half a day. It was my fault. I was trying to be a good man and decided I was not going to cheat on my girlfriend. So I broke up with her and she came over mad as hell and we made up.
Well, yeah, because that was kind of bullshit.
It was.
Yeah. Anyway, Monkey and Lady Monkey, who is your favorite female YouTuber? Oh gosh, I have
I don't
two.
know.
I don't know that I could narrow it down to one.
Women aren't funny.
They don't have to be funny. And what a nasty thing to say.
I was joking. See, and you got all offended by it.
Mm-hmm. I would say my two favorite, and I really don't know if I could narrow it down to just one of them. I absolutely love Mems. She
Oh yeah.
is such, I don't know, she seems like so down to earth and caring and compassionate. Um, and the listening to her telling stories, like I watched a lot of her uh, memoirs and stuff, and I don't know, they were just so fascinating. And the way she does it, it's like she's speaking to you. Like she's telling a story to just the person watching, even though there's thousands of us that watch. So I really love Mems. And then another person I stumbled on who I know Monkey does not like, but
Oh
I
God.
have grown to really like them. I love Ash Hardell. I do. And I love watching Ash's videos and it makes Monkey crazy. But yeah, so I like Mems and Ash.
I don't hate Ash Hardell. I don't. I think she is her life really does make me sad. And I mentioned this in my video about her. If you go back and you watch her early videos, she was this bright, peppy, wonderful girl who was full of life and just having a great time. And intersectional feminism has just drained the fucking life and joy out of this girl.
Mhm. I don't see it that way. But anyway, so who are your favorite female YouTubers?
Um,
You like Roaming Millennial a lot. Like you watch her stuff.
yeah, but see, when I think about your favorites, I think about bearing. Like when I see a bearing video pop up, I stop everything and go watch it.
Mm.
I don't want to answer.
All right, the sexist motherfucking monkey.
No, I don't mean that. I mean like
No,
I
I
I,
know.
I love SDA who does stuff or who's on our
I
show every
know. I
night.
was just
When,
teasing you.
when she makes videos, um, I love roaming millennial stuff. Uh, the biggest problem I'm having is I'm drawing a blank on women. Like I love Barbara for you to see. She's just I like her older stuff though. I really like Shoe on Head's older stuff. Um,
Uh, I think when there is somebody that when they do a video, you go and watch. Weibo.
yeah, you're right. As soon as a Weibo thing pops up, that's the I drop everything. It'd be interesting to see if a Weibo and a Bearing video popped up first, or at the same time, which one I'd watch. I'd probably still watch Baron because I'm sexist, but
Yeah, I would say because I don't think you've ever missed a Weibo video, and you're normally the one that tells me that Weibo has a video up.
yeah,
Um,
I'm like her agent now. Her,
yeah.
her
Uh,
left and right cheek. Uh,
okay, moving on. Ranting Monkey and Lady Monkey, favorite memories with each kid.
oh wow. Favorite memory with my daughter was when we went to the water park. She was what was she 11, 12 at the time?
I don't know. We went a lot. Yeah.
No, I only went one time that I remember where me and her went and rode everything. Um,
Oh, yeah.
and there were two parts of it. There was a part of me being dad hanging out with his little girl, and there was a part of me being dad uh, wanting to beat the hell out of all of these grown ass men looking at my little girl who developed too early. Um, my daughter was very shy when she was really little, and she liked to wear one piece bathing suits, but it was hard finding them for her. So she ended up having to wear bikinis and stuff, and she was very shy about it. But this is the first time we went out, and she seemed comfortable with herself. It's like, this is so cool. We get to go have fun, and we rode every water slide in the place. And there's all these creepy fucking dudes looking at my underage daughter. I'm like, I will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
The part with her, just getting to spend the whole day, me and her, just riding every. These slides are. I have a fear of heights, but I love getting scared that way. And she's the only one in the family who really had that same adrenaline rush from those things. So it was really great getting to hang out with her. Um, my youngest would be uh, anytime we went to Chuck E. Cheese and we would be coming home and he'd tell us it was the best day ever. It was the
He had a
best
lot
day.
of best days ever. It was
And
cute.
they were awesome. And with the middle one, oh gosh, the problem with him is there've been so many because he's he's my little goofball. He's his daddy in so many ways. With with him, it was probably just the moment you realize boys and girls are different. My
Oh,
son is sitting in
God.
the middle of the floor. He's like a year and a half, and he used to love to chew on shoes, and I don't know why. But he is chewing on a shoe, and he stops, and he just starts smacking himself in the face with it. And Lady Monkey
Yeah.
goes, "What's wrong with him?" I'm like, "Nothing. He's a boy." And he stopped and went back to chewing on, and then went and played because because boys get bad ideas and we do them. We don't think. And it was so great getting to watch that moment where my wife realized little boys are just not the same as girls because you grew up with girls, right?
Yes, I don't think I grew up with any uh, boys. Most of my friends had sisters. I think I only had one friend who had two brothers. One was the same age as her, and one was younger. But even still, when we would hang out, um, the boys weren't there. So it was still just pretty much all girls. And growing up, I don't have any brothers. So yeah, I didn't have any experience or knowledge of what a little boy would be like.
Yeah. And see, when I was little, I used to sit on the sidewalk and bang my head against it. So I mean,
That explains a lot.
it does. And so when I
Yeah,
saw him, I'm like, yeah, that's nothing. He's fine.
yeah. Okay, Lady Monkey, natural childbirth. Yes, for all three. Um, it wasn't awful. Childbirth isn't that bad. That's why women have more.
That first one was
Uh,
horrible. She yelled so loud, honest to God, the nurses came in and asked her to quiet down because she was scaring the other patients.
if they would just be honest with you when you're having your first child, instead of saying it's uncomfortable, you'll feel some pressure. No, if they would just be honest and say it's going to be like somebody sets your crotch on fire and it's going to be the most god awful pain, then at least you would expect it. So the nurses tell you it's going to be uncomfortable, a little pressure, and then you feel like you're going to die because like there is something gigantic trying to crawl out of your crotch, and so you're unexpected. And I thought I was going to die because that was not a little pressure. It was not a little uncomfortable. So I thought it wasn't normal.
And then for the next two, she no problem.
Well, yeah,
Combined
because I knew what was going to happen then.
combined, Lady Monkey was in labor for what, 16 hours for all three combined?
Um, 13.
13, yeah. So
Yeah, it was 8 hours, then 3 hours, then two. Yeah.
what else we got here?
Has Monkey tried not being crippled? Well, he
Uh
did for her first few years.
Monkey tries not being crippled and it gets me in trouble because I end up hurt and Lady Monkey yells at me for that.
True. Yeah. Favorite badger? Minding Freedom.
I like Freeman.
I know Minding Freeman. I like when Scribe says that. It makes me giggle. It's like when James Cott shows up. Um, okay. I'm looking for more questions. I think I'm like way up in chat, so I need to start going down.
You really are. While you're waiting, Jacob asked whose channel the show's on tonight. It's on Scribes channel, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Bosco asked, "Do I need a wheelchair?" No. It probably wouldn't hurt me to get in one. Probably save me a lot of pain, but I don't need one right now. Matt Brown wants.
S.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was gonna say SDA asked if we would adopt SDA. I would.
You won't let me have any more kids.
No, I'm not birthing any more kids.
That's somebody asked up earlier. I forget who it was. I'm sorry. Let me try to scroll and find it. There it is. No, that's the wrong one. Lots of children questions now. I'm so sorry. There it is. Cody asked, "Do you want more kids or are you done?" I am done. I wanted more kids. The day that I was told I was having my granddaughter, I had just looked at Lady Monkey and told her I wanted another child. I love kids. They are just so much fun to hang out with. They come up with the best ideas that they're so honest and they just want to play. That's their job. And I think that's awesome.
Oh,
And
that was so awful because I knew that because you had been asking to have another kid for a while, and I was pretty set against that. And I think I knew that we were having a grandbaby a week before you.
yeah, here's the fucked up part. Anytime that, well, now twice that there's been a grandbaby announcement, everybody's like, "Oh, how's dad gonna act?" And I'm like, "Bring on the baby. I will take care of the thing myself." I
Yeah, our
just I
daughter
love,
wanted the grandbaby to tell you that she was going to have a baby. I told her that was
and
a
I
pretty
don't get
bad
that.
idea.
Especially coming from my little girl, like she can do any wrong. There's she got upset one time and told me that I just needed to let her be herself, and I had to relay the story to her. I'm sitting at home one night and my phone rings and I pick it up and it's my daughter who's just recently left the house and she has accidentally butt dialed her father while she is underage drinking, and I hear, "I'm so fucked up." Um, my daughter, who I just needed to let live her life, got in no trouble for that. The only trouble I gave her for that was, "Don't do that shit. It's not good for you. You're gonna wait until you're older. You're fine." But I remember being a teen. I remember doing stupid shit. Thank God I didn't have the chance to butt dial my parents. It would have killed me. Um,
Oh yeah, my dad would have taken me out.
but yeah, she didn't get in any trouble. This is my little girl can do no wrong. I don't care. And they're all
Hmm.
worried that
She'll disagree with that
yeah.
because you did ground her once, but I think she was grounded
How
for
long
a
that
week.
last?
But then 2 days, yeah, it lasted like 2 days because then a friend wanted her to go tubing, and you thought her friend, who is much older than our daughter, she was actually one of my coworkers, wanted to take our daughter tubing. So I said, yeah, well, if you call the dad, he'll probably let her go if you ask. So she did, and they went tubing.
I would have let her
Uh,
go anyway. See, I'm not a hard ass.
no, I know. I think I'm normally more of the disciplinarian with kids. Jesse just asked, Lady Monkey, what was the first pet Monkey got for you as a couple? A cat, and I'm not a cat person, so it was one of the best gifts ever.
I love my cat.
Hmm.
Jacob Jet asks if I'm an overprotective dad. Yes, I am. Unashamed.
Yeah.
Um, Does Jesse Jess also asked, does Grand Monkey want to be a guest on streams? She loves it for the first couple of minutes and then she gets bored. Lady
Yeah,
Monkey's slow at asking questions, so.
she has the attention span of a 2-year-old. I'm sorry. Somebody says, where is Lady Monkey's accent from? I don't have an accent.
People say you do.
I don't think I do. I know. My job is I'm on the phone all day. I answer phones. And people always say, "Are you from Minnesota?" So I don't know. I guess I sound like I'm from Minnesota.
You don't to me, but Lady Monkey and I were both born in San Diego. We both lived across the country, mostly in the South when we were young, until we moved to Michigan, and she apparently picked up the Michigan accent.
Like and ask, what's our safe word?
Don't touch
We
my
don't think
butt.
we have one. Yeah, okay. No, we've been together a long time. We kind of grew up as teenagers together, and we don't have safe words. I think we just kind of know one another.
We also don't beat the hell out of each other in bed, so we don't need one. Just saying.
True.
Matt Brown asked what my ailment is. Lady Monkey, what's the name of it?
Oh, myelomalacia.
Yeah, basically my spinal cord is shit. What made you, Jacob Jet asked, what made you a cripple again? The exact underlying cause is unknown, though it's suspected it's an old injury. The disc between two of my vertebrae in my neck got so swollen from being pinched between them that it actually damaged my spinal cord. Thoughts on Colbert saying he'll give nonstop attacks on Trump tonight at the Emmys? Asked Junior Rocks. Junior Rocks. Good God, I gotta learn to read. Unexpected, or not unexpected. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Doubting Tommy wants to know what I did for Walmart. I did several things. I started as a cashier. I then ran the HBA department, health and beauty aids. Then I ran the pet department. Then I ran the entire front end, and then I ran all of grocery before I left.
Mm-hmm. Keegan Cook. No, I am not a cat person now. We have had many cats. Gosh, I don't even know if I could count the number of cats we've had. One dog, and I'm a dog person.
We could have a dog if you wanted a dog. You're the one who says no.
No, I'm done with animals. We're good.
You guys hear that? That's what I put up with. She gets all pity party, and then she's like, "No, you're right. I don't want it."
No, because I like at the point that we're at in life. Like, if I just want to go and do something, like let's say I just decide that we're going to go on vacation for a week. I think we shouldn't have to worry about getting somebody to watch a critter. I just want to go and do.
Faith is abdication of reason says HBA. He had to stock the tampons. Let me tell you something. If you want to be left alone at work, be a man who's stocking tampons. Nobody will talk to you.
True. Yeah. Okay. So Trey Silverwolf, Lady Monkey, what were your critiques on the monkey versus vegan gains debate? I didn't watch that debate. I think that guy is unstable as hell. And I asked Monkey several times not to do that debate because I don't want him debating and pissing off some crazy psycho online. And then the dude shows up at my house against my better wishes. Monkey debated him, and I did not watch.
I would just wave a piece of bacon at him if he came to my house. He'd cry like a little bitch. A monkey selling pets. What a world.
How close have I ever gotten to Monkey's butt? Well, once I got close, and that's probably why I broke the trust, and I'm not allowed near it again.
You broke the trust. Okay, let's see. Okay. She already knew I have this thing about my butt, and she's giving me a massage, and I'm naked, and she starts rubbing down my back, and I'm like, stop. And I had a blanket over me. And you pulled it off, and I'm like, no. And you're like, come on, trust me. And I'm like, no. And finally, being the dumbass that I am, I trusted her. And what does she do? She rams her finger in between my butt cheeks. She did not get in the booty hole, but finger in the butt cheeks. I'm like, nope, that's it. We're done. She broke the trust, y'all.
But you told me that you didn't have any, so there wasn't really anything to break.
No, no, no. You broke the trust and you knew it. Hey, Hunter's here. How you doing, Hunter? Thank you. He said, congratulations. Where was that? Malkov the Mad said, Keegan is my brother. Can you tell him he's a faggot? I think you just did. Ranting, have you had a chance to listen to some of the stuff from Frog Leap Studio? I listened last night to his rendition of Smooth. It was actually pretty good. I'll check out more. Ragin wants to know why I left Walmart. Grass is greener. I actually missed it when I left. I missed the physical activity of working there. And I was in the process of trying to get back when this all happened. But better pay than what I was getting at the time. And the idea that I didn't have to deal with their bullshit anymore. And it became very, very clear to me bullshit is universal.
Yeah. Lots of questions about nipple twisting in the bedroom. No, that is not something that happens in the bedroom. That's just a stream thing when Monkey's not in too much pain. Because I never get to touch the nipples because I've broken the trust.
You could lick the nipples. You could be playful with them. You just can't be mean. I don't like pain, and I don't understand people who do.
I don't like your rules.
I don't like pain. Pain angers me. It's not just that I'm in pain. It angers me. One of the reasons I was always good at fighting as a kid is if somebody hit me and it hurt, it sent me into a rage and I would just beat the fuck out of them and that was the end of it. I do not like pain at all. Janik says I love pain. Good for you.
Any concerns over doxing and identity reveals? Not really.
Not since I don't have a real job anymore.
Yeah.
I just saw a question mark. Where'd it go? Oh.
Nipple licking?
What?
Yeah, that's
no,
okay.
What is... yeah, I wouldn't mind it. It feels nice. What games do you play, Ranting Monkey? Lady Monkey, what do you play? What's your favorite name?
Well, oh God, do we have to discuss this?
Yeah, why not?
So, well, I used to play WoW a lot, World of Warcraft. Love that game, but there's not enough time in the day between work, trying to help Monkey around the house, and the grandbaby. There's not time because you get onto World of Warcraft and you think I'll just play for an hour, and then like all of a sudden it's the next week and you haven't done a thing. So I haven't played that in a long time. I quit back in January. And now I have an obsession. It's probably unhealthy and I should maybe seek therapy for Candy Crush. And it just started out as something to play and pass the time. And then I was getting so excited on how many levels I was beating. And one of our sons made the comment, why do you keep playing that? And I said, because I'm going to beat the game. He says, you can't beat the game. So now I have to keep playing because I have to beat this game and prove him wrong. But anytime I get within like 100 levels of the final level, I get to one that I'm stuck on and I can't play. And then they update the damn game before I can get there. But one day I will beat Candy Crush.
Your life makes me sad.
I know. It kind of makes me sad every time I play that game.
Matt Brown asks what my ailment again. I forget the name of it. She just said it. But basically, I have a softening of my spinal cord, which causes everything that passes through there to be interpreted by my brain as pain.
No. It's two separate things, Goofy. Yes, I do want to bet because I pay attention to the doctor. So it does help contribute to the fact that your brain is misinterpreting your sensations. But myelomalacia is pretty much just a deformity of the spinal column. So it's a softening and weakening of the outside of the spinal column, which puts pressure onto the spinal cord. Stop it. Stop it.
But anyway, yeah, I have a bad spot in my spine. It causes pain in my body. And how it happened is anyone's guess. Do either of you watch hockey? Asked Junior Rocks. I don't.
Nope. Never really got into it. What level am I on in Candy Crush? I don't know the exact number. I'm in above 2,400. I know that. Sad and pathetic, I know.
Jacob Jess Jacob Jet asks if I like the First Amendment or boobs more. I would say the First Amendment.
Boobs. Oh, I like
Now,
boobs.
now, if you just ask me First Amendment or a nice firm ass, ooh, that would be a hard one. That'd be a toss up. I would like to read the First Amendment on a nice ass.
Hmm.
Are you the
Uh,
grandparents that will always have the grandchildren over as much as possible? Yeah, I fucking love
yeah,
having little butt around. She is amazing. She drives
yeah.
me nuts. She drives me nuts sometimes, but it's the kind of nuts that's it's fun.
And when they're your grandkids, like you've raised your own children to be adults and they survived. So the tension and the stress is gone. So it's fun.
Monkey, do you think the Chargers will ever be a not top notch team? Yeah, they've done it a few times.
No.
They've done it a few times, and then they always screw it up. They were great in
Yes.
the early '80s. Um, they're the team with not Natron. The Natron team was okay. But oh God, what the hell's his name? Ladanian Tomlinson,
Hmm.
and Drew Brees. When they were so close, and then of course the Spanos family just fucked it all up because that's what they do.
Yeah. Do we like soccer, real football, or cricket? Mm,
Not really.
yeah, neither. I am a baseball fan. I love baseball.
Rocket Surgeon asked, greatest tattoo idea ever, or he's saying greatest tattoo, and I just missed what his idea was. But I think the greatest tattoo idea ever is the word tattoo. I just think it's funny.
Uh-huh.
Our favorite football teams, mine is the Chargers.
I'm a Cowboys fan. Don't you know?
Lady Monkey, can you please say "Don't you know" in your beautiful Fargo accent? Fargo, I love that it's always there and not
No, I
actually
can't say
Michigan.
it. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Take off, eh? He's signing
Take
my
off, eh?
card.
Have either of you watched wrestling or currently watch? I used to watch it way back when I was a teen.
I was so into wrestling when I was like early teens. Absolutely loved watching. Um, well, back then it was the WWF. Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, um, all those guys. Like I was watching when the
She's
thing came
naming
about
dead.
where, oh, shut up! I'll cry. Stop! Don't be an ass. Um, but like there was the big controversy where George the Animal Steel like kidnapped Elizabeth from Randy Macho Man Savage. Like that was big and everything. Um, and like, gosh, who did Hulk Hogan wrestle? I think it was when he wrestled Andre the Giant on like, what was it, SummerSlam or whatever? I don't know, the big pay per view thing.
That was
My
WrestleMania 3.
Yes, my mom got that, and like I didn't ask for a lot when I was a kid because I wasn't really into things. But my mom knew that that was something that I would like, so she surprised me one day by saying that she had ordered it, and I was going to be able to stay up and watch it. Oh my god, one of the best things ever. But yeah, so I loved watching that. I'm
Jacob
trying to
Jet
think
asks,
of
oh, go
one of
ahead. I'm
the
sorry.
other guys that I really liked, but I can't think of him. He carried the two by four. My mom always called him Junior,
Hacksaw
but I
Jim
don't.
Duggan.
Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yep.
Have either of you watched NASCAR? I think it's better than any of the ball sports shit. I like NASCAR when it's highlights of cars blowing up, but otherwise I don't care about cars driving.
My dad's a huge NASCAR fan. Don't call him during the races.
Oh wow, picked up my cough from way out here. What would you do if nothing was wrong with your spine? And who is the one that eats more? If there was nothing wrong with my spine, I would get in shape. If I knew what I know now, I would get in better shape because I was put off. I'll get in better shape. I'll get in better shape later. Um, and which of us eats more? Me by far. All right, guys, we're gonna do a last call here. So any questions we've missed, ask again now. I'll give you 10 minutes. How about that? If there's anything else you want to know, if
Okay.
there's anything else you want to say, if you want to know something about Lady Monkey, absolutely ask her. She's willing to ask too. Would you get a tattoo of tattoo? No,
Monkey would. just to
Now,
be funny.
if I did that, I would get a little female midget, and I get it in the crook of my arm. So when I bent my arm up, it would be her badge. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Neither of us have tattoos, so.
Uh, Jacob wants to know if I'm a Navy brat. We both are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for the record, her dad outranks mine.
Yep.
Oh, Mash wants to know shaved or unshaved pussy, monkey. I like trimmed. I don't want it bald, but I don't want buckwheat down there either.
Mental note: don't shave for monkey.
Amberlynn wants to know if Lady Monkey would ever get a tattoo.
I would. I have thought of getting one. If I ever did, I know exactly what I would get. Just I don't know. I thought of it one day, but actually doing it, I don't know. Because I thought one day a friend of mine was talking about tattoos and things, and it just popped in my head that if you lay a symbol on its side, you could easily turn it into like two hearts attached to each other. So it would be like infinite love. And that with the three kids and monkey, there's four of them. So you could hang like little hearts, like charms off of each part of the hearts. Is this making any sense at all? Like, I'm probably the only one that's imagining what I'm imagining. Um, with each person's initials in it.
Huh?
So if I ever did get one, it would be that. But I don't think I would get one because I'm pretty sure I would be the person who they like start to do the tattoo and it hurts and I would peace out.
First time Lady Monkey pinched Ranting Monkey's nipples. I think successfully was on air because she always misses, but she's tried ever since we've been together.
Oh, I do because they're not where they're supposed to be
They
at
are where they're supposed to
all.
be.
No, that's why I always miss.
Ranting, have you gone after any more poor autistic bats? They stay out of my way, I'll stay out of theirs.
Would I ever do YouTube videos? Probably not. Seems like the most, or the ones that are most watched are kind of like political, and I'm not really political.
Not even close. The most watched makeup channels, kids channels where they do like fucking toy reviews or just being a jackass online. Jake Paul, looking at you. In this genre, yeah, you got to be pretty political. But
Yeah.
where we were at, ranting. The X Fireball asked. Oh, I forgot to mention the maladjusted one asked the question about the bats. The X Fireball wants to know if we recommend having kids early.
Mm,
Yes and no.
there's pros and cons. Yeah, doing it early, you have so much more time to spend your life with your kids. You know, to be involved with each other. Because like our kids are older, but I see that we still have a long time to be in their lives. But
We
man,
got
we were.
we got very lucky with family that was willing to help us out a lot more
Mm-hmm.
than they probably even should have. But I recommend. I don't. When people wait till like their 30s and stuff, I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking? When I took my son to kindergarten and I'm looking at the age of the parents of all of the other kids, and they're like
Mm-hmm.
50 and 60. I'm like, the fuck are you thinking having a child at this age? You're gonna be dead before they graduate, you stupid shit. You should
Yeah.
at least start your life. We started way too young. I don't recommend that at all. But by early 20s, yeah, you fuck yeah. Once you start working and stuff, that's when you want to do it. Uh, G
G
Prime
Prime.
asked, right,
Oh,
right
wow.
or left cheek, monkey or lady monkey.
Where do you see that?
It's way back up in the questions that I was reading before you jumped to the end.
Oh.
uh, Team
Which
right
one's the
cheek,
brunette? Who's the brunette?
right cheek.
Yeah, I like her better.
Any celebrity crushes? No.
No.
Every time I get a crush on a celebrity, she ends up losing like 40 pounds and ends up looking like Skeletor. So no.
Yeah, I don't know why women in Hollywood do that. It makes me crazy. But anyway, G Prime also asked if I was streaming for SDA tonight. I'm not. I typically don't want to do the streams just because I'm not a content creator. I'm more of a watcher in chat. Plus, I like being able to hang out and talk with people in chat. And when they say during the streams that it's hard to keep up with chat and stream. They're not kidding. Like, this is pretty difficult.
Favorite SNL comedian. This comes from G. Bronner. Of all time, for pure comedian value, Eddie Murphy.
I have never seen an episode of Saturday Night Live. Comes here of old. If it doesn't dox you, what brought you to Michigan?
My dad retired, and I was underage, and he always wanted to go back to where he grew up. So that's where we ended up and pretty much stayed.
Yeah.
5 more minutes, guys. Again, I'm sorry if I'm missing questions here. Ranting Monkey, do you watch Jeff Dunham? I can from time to time, but his material isn't that different from time to time to watch every special.
Is he the guy with the puppets?
Yep, with Peanut.
Okay. Yeah.
See, I saw him way before I ever started hearing his name all the time. He was on a Rodney Dangerfield special where he had Peanut out, and I fucking loved it, with jalapeno on a steak.
James Coley asks, would I ever give a hall pass for Monkey's midget fetish? That's hard, because I think I would, because I think he'd be so happy, but then I wouldn't want to, because what if it's not everything he thinks it would be?
Yeah, that's not why she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it because she doesn't share.
Yeah, I don't like sharing.
Have to kill a midget. Oh God.
What? I need you to calm down, sir.
Pain in my spine.
Oh. You okay?
Oh, yeah, now she's concerned.
Oh, fine. Go fuck yourself then.
Emerlyn Wilson wants to know my favorite videos to make. I don't get to make them anymore because, yeah, I'm fine. With YouTube's crackdowns and people being douchebags, my favorite ones to make were the ones where I could be insulting to people. My video response to Danny Quartz is among my favorite videos. I've even rewatched it a couple of times because I am very good at insulting people, and I miss being able to do it because those were always my favorite. Were you a virgin before you met Lady Monkey? Well, yeah, long before I met her.
Oh, I was gonna say no, but yeah, you're right. Long before we met.
If you met when I met her, no, I was not. Kids, stop listening for a moment. If you're listening, don't listen to this. This is your warning. Your father's telling you you do not want to hear what I'm about to say. Okay? Are you done?
God, do I want to hear what you're about to say?
I was not a virgin, but she was the first woman I had an orgasm with. So I think that should count. Do your kids watch your videos or live streams? Yes,
they do. Our oldest son watches almost every live stream, and it's kind of interesting because several times he'll be in chat, and like I know his username in chat, so when like he plops up and I interact with him, I don't know, I kind of enjoy that nobody knows that it's him.
Doubting Tommy asks, are you going to do one on Chrisiosity soon after the Twitter storm? I really want to see one. I did one on her not too long ago, actually. Month or two back, where I went over one of her videos. It was just shit, and it's very much the same as the Twitter argument you saw. Chrisiosity, God, talking to that woman is like you better off turning to a wall and trying to discuss physics with it. She's just Stargazer wants to know if I watch Medicare. I fucking love Medicare. He's funny as shit.
Our son's username, only if he would say. If he ever says in chat who he is, he could. But otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to give out who he is. Yeah, he gets to remain anonymous and have fun, so that's fine with me. The X-Fireball wants to know who is worse, an edgy liberal atheist or a conservative evangelical Christian? An edgy atheist all day long. All fucking day long. Because
I don't know which one would be worse.
About how smart they are because they know more than somebody who can't possibly know. You're full of shit. Shut up.
Reggie says, "Congrats, Monkey, on the year from one of your first subs."
Oh, thank you so much, Reggie, and thank you for sticking around so long. Why the fuck did you? Those first videos were shit. But
Crazy
thank you. You're
opinion.
awesome.
Yeah, crazy opinion. He is not in chat right now. He's at work. And I just have to say that too to everybody that watches Monkey and is just there all the time, thank you. And that's an honest, because I have to tell you, when he first started doing YouTube, I don't know, I guess I just didn't understand it. And then he would talk about this many people watched. Can you believe people watched me? And then I have subscribers, and it took a lot of explaining on, okay, what's the difference between a subscriber and do all the subscribers like watch you, and him explaining to me how it worked. And even now, a year later, he still talks about uh, his subscribers and talking to people, and it does affect him that he doesn't have all the time in the day because of watching our granddaughter to interact and talk to everybody. Because if he could, I know he would. Because he really does do this for you guys and him. And so it does mean a lot to him that you guys are there for him. And as much as that touches him, I appreciate it. Plus, from hanging out and chat with you guys, you're all pretty cool.
We're gonna wrap this up, and on that same vein, let me say this. I can't believe you guys watch me. It's awesome. It's amazing to sit there and think I'm saying stupid shit into the void and people actually like it. And so many people the other day told me how much I've influenced them or helped them think about things, and that's mind blowing to me because I'm just sitting here being me. And thank you so much for coming on this ride with me, and I hope it lasts for a long, long time. And on that note, we're going to wrap it up. So, chat, thank you for joining us. Thank you for your questions. And we'll do something like this again another time. I'm not going to say soon because you guys know how I am with that. Lady Monkey, thank you for being the host this evening.
Thank you.
And on that, we're going to wrap it up. We will see you tonight and just about an hour over on Scribe's channel for Lords of the Night. Take it easy, guys. Your life makes me sad.
Bye, everybody.